everyone, welcome back to Psalm 146 Home and Garden. Today we're doing the Planter Herb Garden Challenge 2023. So it's hashtag Planter HGC 2023. And it's the beginning of February. It's officially the deadline for joining the challenge. But even if you didn't make it on time, please plant yourself some stuff anyway. What I'm gonna be doing is chives, fennel, peppermint, lemon balm, chamomile, sweet basil, and oregano.
We're going to the bed. It's coming soon.
Okay, sweetie. So I've got some. That's right, mommy's here. That's right, sweetie. Oh, he's so precious. So I've got some peat pellets here from Jiffy. And I'm just gonna take, how many I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna take 7 of these out. Pop one into each cup. And when you're doing it, you kind of want to make sure that this side is up instead of the other side. Because it has it forms like a little hole right there to put the stuff in. So if you use these, just make sure that that side is mostly facing up. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the bottom of my box is open because my son got into it. I let him... My son, if you go to Bean Juice channel, you'll see I haven't edited his video yet, but I'm gonna get to it. So the first thing we gotta do is wet these pellets with a bit of water. Very carefully. And we're gonna let them sit for a few minutes. And I want to give a very special shout out to Planter Garden TV for putting on this challenge. I don't know what the prize is, but we're all winners regardless. Just if we're growing something that we can use, save a few bucks at the grocery store, you know. And we know where our stuff came from. We don't have to worry about there being pesticides or any of that. So I'm just gonna put these here. Peppermint. Oops, I spilled a little bit of water, but it's completely fine. And so this, I pulled it out of my stash from Back to the Roots. I have this last year. And so this is the peppermint that I'm going to be using. And it says classic minty flavor with culinary uses and health benefits. The oregano is from the Dollar Tree. So if you find a Dollar Tree that has seeds, don't sleep on the seeds. Pick them up, because I went around to 7 or 8 different Dollar Trees and it was hard to find. I finally found one that had some. I had to go to a bougie neighborhood not close to home. So I got some sweet Italian basil because my precious baby over there, he planted him some Genovese basil, so I want to see the difference in the two. And so I got some lemon balm. This chamomile, I tried planting it before, but it didn't do anything. So I'm going to give it one more try, see if these seeds are even viable or not. I picked this one up in, where was it? I want to say maybe at Fossil & Sons Garden Center last year. But I don't know if it needs to be stratified or anything like that. I know it's a perennial, so maybe. Got some fennel. Now I had started growing this outside 2 years ago, I want to say, just for fun. Yeah, it says back for 2019. So maybe 3 years ago I had this one and I found it again. But I started the fennel and then these caterpillars were on it and it was gross. But they're not going to get inside, so we should be fine. And I've also got some chives from Burpee. Now I've never ever had success growing chives from seed before. They've never sprouted from me. So if this actually works this time, I'm going to be super thrilled about it. And I'm still waiting for these to soak up the water. They're starting. So I'm just gonna... Oh, I don't have a pause button on here. So I'm just gonna have to edit it. Okay, so I've got these looking good. They're like fully, can't really get the light. I need to put like a lamp over here. But oh, my lips are all chapped up. I apologize for that. You kind of see what I did was dig my finger through the middle like this just to leave it a little bit of space for the seeds so that I could close the dirt over it if need be. And my finger's all dirty because I did that in each one of the cups, but they're all nice and puffed up and everything. They're to the right size. So the first one we're going to be planting is the chives. And these are from Burpee. Hopefully this will actually work this time because I can never ever ever get chives to germinate. We'll see. Maybe it's one of those things that needs to be stratified. Okay, they glued this on shut real good. They don't want me to open it apparently. Okay, I think I'm getting it. Okay. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to show that. Can you see that? I'm just gonna put a few in. Oh, my baby's singing. He's so precious. Okay, we got the chives, so I'm gonna set that aside. Close this back up right away. Make sure nothing gets mixed up with anything else. What's next up? What did I just put that in? The chamomile. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take the dirt out of this. I totally failed. I should have put my seeds in alphabetical order, not just the cups. So I'm just gonna pull this out and switch it. Well, that certainly made the video more interesting if it wasn't before. Okay, so the chives are done. We got... Well, I could show you, like, this dirt. It puffed up that much from... Oh, there's no more in the box. But it was a tiny little pallet about that size, so it got that big. So the one I need to be grabbing right now is chamomile. And this is actually from last year. It says sell by 12/22, but it's to my understanding that seeds, as long as you take care of them, that they should last a pretty long time. Like, you could go ahead and plant it a few years after for most things, and it should be fine. I'm not gonna be able to show you guys that, can I? These are so tiny. Let me be extra careful that I don't dump them into anything else. Wow, so it's like, there's probably like 100 seeds right there in less than a half an inch of space on my finger. So we got chamomile and chives. We're gonna do fennel next. Let me close this. So I'm gonna show that one more time. And this is the German variety. I guess there's a Roman one too. Let me see. The fennel is over here. And this is the one that attracted caterpillars for some reason before. But it did get really tall. And I actually had this on the front porch when that happened. I'm only gonna put like 4 seeds in there. Since they are a few years old. Okay, this is fennel right here. So this is them. Alright. And then next up we got lemon balm. So like I said, this fennel's from 2019. Okay, lemon balm. So for the lemon balm, I got it from the Ferry Morse company. It's supposed to only take 68 days to full maturity, so that's nice. Now this stuff, if you do not have it inside of a container, it will spread. It gets into like a big bush and then it just starts cropping up. Kind of like mint. But I think mint actually spreads faster than lemon balm. But this is a very prolific plant. I got one in front of the house and I need to go clip it down. Because it's starting to take over the space where I planted my raspberries. I'm just going to do a very few of these seeds. There's that up right there. Let me see, can I show them? Can you see that? They're so tiny. Okay, so we're gonna put this in this cup over here and hope for the best. And then next we got oregano. And I'll probably end up giving the oregano to my neighbor. She asked me for some last year, but I didn't have it, so because this is a herb that I don't particularly really use unless we're having pizza, but even then, I hardly ever make pizza myself. So, oh wow, these seeds are so tiny, I'm not even gonna really be able to show you that. Okay, oh. Okay, was it this cup? Let me be absolutely sure this time. I'm gonna pour that. So these ones, I'm assuming I do not have to cover them at all since they're so small. Those are the ones that you just lightly press onto the top. Then coming up next, we got peppermint. I love me some mint tea. Now this package, I had already opened it at some point in time apparently because there's a piece of tape around it. I know for a fact I have spearmint in the front. You know what? I did plant this in a cup last year and something, I know what happened. It was the one that I had got that expensive dirt from Walmart, and then everything that I put into that soil, it turned yellow and died. This was one of those plants, that's why I didn't have any peppermint. But I do have spearmint outside, so that's kind of nice. That's gonna come back pretty soon. It seems like the snow might start melting maybe in a week from now if the weather doesn't get super cold again. But it looked like it was gonna be in the 40s for at least a day or two of next week. So we'll see. Alright. These seeds are super tiny. Can I show this? Can you see like the little gray area in the back? Look at that. There's gotta be like 100 seeds right there in that little bit. Make sure I got the right one. That's the peppermint. Okay. And last but not least, we're doing sweet basil, just to compare it to my son's, the Genovese basil, which I like using the sweet basil all the time. I'll put it on pork, I'll put it in omelets, like just about anything. I usually use it dried up though, but I don't mind using it fresh. I love me some basil. The way it smells is just like wow. And you can even use this to make scented candles. And perhaps one of these days I'll show you how. Because I did buy some wicks in December from Hobby Lobby. I found the candle wicks on sale. So make sure. So this is going to be sweet basil. We're just going to plop these seeds in here. And some went down the side, but that's alright. And so that's it for now, you guys. Thank you so very much for watching. I want to give a shout out to Planter Garden TV. I encourage everyone, if you're not familiar with him, to stop by his channel. He's got lots of excellent things on there for the garden, organic gardening. And he shows you how to do tropical things like Edo. And yeah, that's about it, you guys. So thank you so very much for watching. And I want to say the Aaronic blessing over you, which is number 624 to 26. And it's, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance to you and give you his peace. And I pray that in Jesus Christ's powerful name above all names. Amen and amen. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Bye-bye.